One of the best to do it, certainly. Buster Posey, longtime catcher for the San Francisco Giants, went out on his own terms. One guy that had a front row seat to that career, Jeremy Affeldt, joining the program now. And Jeremy, you were there for Buster Posey Day. You gave a speech. What was it like to see everybody come together that, that meant so much to Buster and that had Buster mean so much to them, come together and celebrate him?
It was awesome. I got to see a lot of my old teammates. I've seen a few of them, but guys like Brian Wilson, who I haven't seen him forever, was there, and I got to reminisce and catch up with all of them. But really, it was just an awesome thing to actually see some of the tributes that happened to Buster and just reminisce about all the times that we had with him, but then also to realize how really good he was. And I'm so thankful to have been on the same field with him.
181 career relief appearances for you with Buster Posey behind the plate. As I mentioned at the top here, he went out on his own terms. Did it surprise you when he announced his retirement?
I can't say that it surprised me. I kind of knew he was thinking a little bit about that at the beginning of the year of what next on next steps. Obviously, he just came off that year where he didn't play, with the COVID situation, came back, had one of the best offensive years, if not one of the best offensive years of his career. And he kind of called me about a week before and said, man, I'm still thinking about retiring. I think I'm going to do it. And I said, if you can come off a year like that and still feel like you should retire, then you should retire, because not a lot of people are going to agree with you. But man, family comes first in these situations. You have nothing left to prove. And I think you should go out on your terms. And when you sleep well at night, if you sleep well at night with this move, then do it.
Jeremy, you hit the nail on the head. Buster Posey certainly does not have anything left to prove. He's had every single accolade you could possibly want in this career. There is a debate as to whether or not he's a Hall of Famer. What's your case for that?
I would probably I'd love to take part in that debate. I love to debate, so I think it'd be a fun one to do. I would actually say he is. Years are years. He's got enough years to do it. There's no doubt about that. I mean, when you're a rookie of the year, you're an MVP, you're Gold Glove winner, you're 3-time World Series champion, you're a million-time Silver Slug Award winner. I mean, you don't have anything left to say, what could I have done better when it comes to being a Hall of Famer? And if they want to say, well, the years or the games caught or any of those things, but he didn't have anything else to prove. And if it's just about sitting behind the dish for another 3 or 4 years or playing till you're 40, then the Hall of Fame debate is the wrong debate to have. He is a Hall of Famer. If you want to go down the line and say name the catchers that changed the face of baseball, or name a catcher that when he was behind the plate or up at the plate, who did you stop and watch hit in the big situations or catch in some of the biggest games, in Major League Baseball history? He was there. I mean, no hitters, perfect games. He caught them. And so for me, and when you can do all that and do everything he did, and you play for 12 years and go out on your terms, not walking funny, not hurt. I just went out because I think it's time to raise my family. You deserve the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, you mentioned the perfect game. Matt Cain was certainly there at the ceremony as well. And there is such an importance between the relationship, Jeremy, of a pitcher and his catcher. What made Buster so special behind the plate?
I saw it since the day he walked into the clubhouse in spring training when he was 21 years old. Just this quiet confidence that he just oozed under the team. He never panicked. You never saw panic in his eyes. In the biggest games, in Game 7 of 2014, all these World Series games, whenever I came into a game, you look at his eyes and they were not panicked. There was not doubt. There was not worry. There was not anxiousness. It was just a calm, collective person on the mound, with me, telling me, hey, this is what we're going to do, and we got this. And whenever I saw him catch other guys, and you see him zoom in on the catchers, which you see a lot, never did you see irritated, annoyed, overly anxious guy out there. He wasn't jumping around. He was ready to play, and he's ready to win, and he knew he could win. And he did that his entire career from the day he walked into this clubhouse, in spring training of 2009 till the day he retired. And for me, that just gives everybody a calmness on the mound, including me. And I needed it. I was always overly amped, so I needed it.
Oh, I don't know about that. You did your job too. You didn't give up a run in the 2012 or 14 postseason, and you have the third best postseason ERA in the game. What are you up to right now? Tell me a little bit about Free Roam Brewing Company. I went to the University of Colorado. We are Buffaloes, so I like this name. And tell me a little bit more about what you're doing.
Oh man, I started this brewing company probably 2 years ago. We only opened 2 months ago. Obviously, we all know COVID kind of put a damper on some things. But when I was in San Francisco, I got to know some of these guys from 21st Amendment, one of the best breweries I've ever been to. And I had an opportunity to grab a brewer from there and one of the GMs from there. And I made them my partners. And we started this brewing company. It's been great. It's on the Buffalo mentality. It's dealing with storms. For me, I've gone through plenty of storms in my life, my whole life. But I started it because I wanted to be part of a community, and I wanted to get people to understand what buffaloes meant, how they handle storms. They charge them, they take them on, and they run right at them because they know if they charge a storm, they get out of them quicker because it passes over them instead of running away from them. And with a community and the way we've dealt with all this stuff in the nation lately, man, we've all been through a storm in one way, shape, or form. And we've all been through the same storm. We've all been through different ones. And I just want people to just come in, have a beer, talk, relax, hang out, watch a game, and just be part of a community again, because that's what I was always a part of. And the camaraderie that I had in the clubhouse was so important to me. And so I kind of created that same feel. Breweries are just like a clubhouse. We're all just hanging out together, having fun, laughing, messing with each other, playing some games, watching a game. And that's what it's all about. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. And we're having a great time down here in Texas.
No, that's awesome. I love that so much. And Tatunga, be a Buffalo, Jeremy. Be a Buffalo.
That's
Thanks
right.
for taking the time to be with us today, and appreciate it very much.
All right, guys. Yeah, thank you.